Mansour,
Yes.
I want to thank you for taking this time to come in here and do this podcast the day before you leave for Qatar.
Thank you.
Man, well, the last time I saw you, I was giving you a tour through this club,
That's right.
right?
Yes.
And you may not remember because you do so many things now.
And I remember.
You remember that?
How
Yeah.
not?
So tell me, how long, wait, first of all, let's start with, how long have you been in Japan?
I've been in Japan about 29 years.
29 years?
Yes. I came here in 1992.
1992. Okay,
Yes.
so let me try to keep this in order, first of all.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
I was born in Senegal.
Senegal. How long did you live there before you left?
Okay, I lived in Senegal for about 24 years.
Okay. You've never gone anywhere?
And then I went to school in Jordan. I went to Jordan
Okay.
to study in Jordan
Okay.
from 1987 to 1992.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet. Now you told me that I know that you have two older brothers. You
Yes.
told me that.
Yeah.
You're the third, but how many other siblings?
No, I have more than that.
I know. Tell me how many. How many in your family?
Okay. It's so many.
Tell me. Let's see. I want to hear. Tell me.
All right. Okay. From the because my father is a Muslim.
Okay.
Muslim. My father have more than one wife.
How many wives does he have?
In Islam, it is allowed to have 4 wives.
Okay. How many wives do you have?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
I have only one.
Okay. Right. But you see, since you give me the identical, he's Muslim, you're Muslim, but he has 4 wives.
Yes,
So,
that's
but
right.
you have one.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
And you've only been married once.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So your father had 4 wives.
Yes.
So which wife are you from?
From the first wife and
Okay.
from my mother, we are 8 brothers and sisters.
From your mother.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're you told me you're the third.
Yes.
You have a
No. I have actually the eldest son passed away,
Okay.
and then my elder brother and my elder sister are still alive,
Okay.
and me,
Right.
myself, and my younger. One of my younger brothers also passed away, but the rest of us we are
How many? From your mother. You
from
said
my
this-
mother.
yeah.
We are in total. Actually, if you add people who passed away, it is 9 in total, but 7 of us are alive.
Wait. You're just from your mother.
Yes.
Your mother had 9 children.
Yes.
Okay. 7 of them because 2 passed away.
Yes.
Your older brother and one of your younger brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many girls of the 9?
Well, I have one elder sister and 2 young sisters.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you close with your siblings?
Yeah, we are very close.
Are you?
In Senegal, we are very close. I mean,
Okay.
family is very important in Senegal.
Okay. Now imagine with your father. Now, how many brothers and sisters total do you have of the 4?
I didn't count them, to be frank with you. we don't do that
You don't do it
in our culture. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't count them. You
Yes.
just
Yes.
know you have
Yes.
more than.
And you may know that in our culture also, we do not tend to say, okay, this is only my family. Anybody who's close to you is in your family. So you don't count from 1, 2, and then this is my family. We are 4 people. No, even your cousin, they are all counted
It's family.
as family. And your, for example, your father's brothers, your father's sisters.
All their kids.
Yes,
That's family.
yes. This is how we look at it in Senegal. Yes.
So tell me this: so is your father still alive?
My father is still alive, and he's over 100 years old. Yeah, and
he's still healthy.
He still he still have a very good memory.
Mm-hmm.
He still uses his cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
I call him. For
Right.
example, sometimes I make a video call
Right.
to try to communicate with my kids.
Right.
They don't speak the same language because my kids speak English and Japanese,
Right.
and my father.
They haven't learned how to speak.
Yeah, but okay, they try to communicate.
Right.
Yeah, and then I translate.
Okay.
Yes.
Because your father speaks to them in French.
My father speaks Wolof, which is our native language.
Wolof,
He speaks Arabic.
Arabic.
He knows French, some, but not very fluent because in Senegal we have our own languages, local languages. French is the official language.
Right.
If you go to school, you speak French. But in his time, they didn't go to the French school, or they refused to go to French school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
His generation, they refused. It was a resistance not to go to French school.
Right.
But he, something will surprise you, he is Hafiz. Do you know what's Hafiz?
What's Hafiz?
Do you know the Koran?
No, I don't.
Do you know the Bible?
Yes, some.
Can you imagine someone who memorized all the Bible?
He memorized all the Quran.
Yeah, can you imagine you, an American, memorize all the Bible in Hebrew? He memorized all the Bible, all the Quran in Arabic. That's what they call Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Right.
In Islam, the Quran has been preserved by memorization. Up to now, we have millions of people, even in USA, who are Hafiz. Hafiz is someone who memorized the Quran word by word, letter by letter. No mistake, not mistake. Yeah, the same way.
The same way.
For 1,400 years. My father is a Hafiz.
Is a Hafiz.
Yeah, it's like a computer.
Right. What did your father do what kind of work did he do?
My father is a scholar. He taught a lot. And then also, naturally, he's a farmer.
Okay.
We are naturally farmers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mother?
My mother is what do you call, in English, do you say housewife? Or?
Okay, housewife, yes. Is she still alive? She's still alive?
Yes, she's very healthy also.
How old is your mother?
My mother, I don't know.
You don't know?
to be frank with you. Yeah, I don't know,
yeah.
but yeah, because she's from the village, and at that time, long time ago, people have a lot of resistance. They don't want to join the French school. They don't want to have anything to do with the French government, because Senegal was ruled by French at that time.
Right.
We didn't have independence. So many people from villages are not registered. It's very different from now. Yeah, but she is somewhere over 80. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's healthy and she's doing well.
She's still very healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, your schooling, you said you went to school in Senegal at first, but then you went where?
To Jordan.
How old were you when you went to Jordan?
How?
How old were you?
24 years old. I was 24 years.
So you but you did all of your schooling in Senegal?
Yes.
And then after that, you went. Did you go to college in Senegal?
No, I didn't. Most of our schooling there's public school, but homeschooling is the main. In our family.
Right. What was your interest?
I was interested in, let's say, agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah. In Jordan, actually, I studied agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to an agriculture school in Jordan, and after graduated from the agriculture school, I went to Jordan University.
Okay.
But I did not finish the university over
You
here.
didn't finish. How long were you in? How long were you there?
In Japan and in Jordan, in total,
yes,
I lived there 4 years and several months.
Okay. Yeah. Did you go to school that whole time?
Yes.
So you were there 4 years and 7 months, but
Yes.
you didn't graduate?
No. I graduated from agriculture school.
Agriculture school?
Yes.
Okay.
And after that, I went to the Faculty of Agriculture at the University of Jordan. Yeah, of course, I graduated from the agriculture.
So you ended up teaching there? Did you teach there?
In Jordan, I taught children how to recite the Koran.
Did you really?
Yeah, there's a method of reciting the Quran called tajweed.
Okay.
It is, if you want, I can give you an example.
Give me an example, of course.
I recite.
Yes, please.
The Quran.
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. which is the same as Amen.
So tell me what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the name of God, the Creator, the beneficent, the merciful. All thanks belong to God, the Lord of the day of the Lord of the creatures, the creatures, the most merciful, the merciful, the most merciful, or you can say the gracious, the most merciful, the Lord of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, the Creator, the one God. You alone we worship, and from you alone we seek help. Guide us to the right path, the path of those you have blessed, not the path of those you are angry against, nor the path of those who went astray. This is the first verse of the Quran.
And I said, when you did that, when you're speaking, it looked like you went kind of almost into a little trance. Because I could see your eye, I could see you weren't looking at me. You were thinking.
Because Quran. Maybe I don't know if people are interested in talking about this.
It doesn't matter. You tell me what you're interested in.
Quran is our book.
Okay.
But what is the Quran? Quran, we believe it's the word of God.
The official word of God. Right?
Do you know that the Prophet Muhammad was illiterate? And the miracle is he came to inform people about what happened in the time of Abraham, the time of Moses, time of Jesus. How can an illiterate man know about all this? That's why we believe that, of course, it is the word of God revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, and then it has been preserved from then up to now. And you'll be surprised that Jesus Christ has been mentioned in the Quran more times than the Prophet Muhammad. The mother of Jesus Christ, Mary, has her own verse in the Quran. And it's mentioned in the Quran that Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, is the most honorable woman in the world. Many people don't know about
that. Of course, I've never heard that before. This is the first time I've ever heard that.
And for us Muslims, we have to believe in Abraham, in Moses, in Jesus Christ, in all the prophets, and Muhammad, peace be upon them all. If I don't believe in Jesus Christ, I'm not Muslim. There's no Muslim who doesn't believe in Jesus Christ.
Isn't that?
You didn't know about this?
No. I think hardly there are very few people.
The other thing we in Islam, we believe that Islam is the only religion from God. We believe that Abraham was a Muslim, Moses was a Muslim, Jesus was a Muslim, because Islam means submitting your will to the Creator. Anybody who submits his will to the Creator is a Muslim. And we believe that there is only one God who sent messengers to us from Adam to now and to all nations to guide us, to give us morality and give us the right path to follow. And we believe that salvation comes only from following what the prophets teach you. You have to act like them in order to be saved. You cannot say, I believe in Moses.
Do nothing.
No. Right. This is Islam.
Yeah. I want to sometimes come with you to Africa if you give me. I haven't been to Africa yet.
I want you to go to Africa last
year. But I want to go with someone that I know. I don't want to.
Of course, I will take you. I will be happy. Yes. I will be more than happy to take you to different countries. When you talk about Africa, I don't only talk about Senegal, my country. Really? I want you to visit Kenya. It's a wonderful country you will love. I want you to visit Zimbabwe, Zambia, Namibia, Ghana, Nigeria,
Cote d'Ivoire.
You name it. Any country in Africa.
Wait. We're going to do a couple of trips. I'm not going to do this in one trip.
Of course, we cannot.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So myself, I've not been to all countries in Africa yet.
It's good. It's bigger than they've ever allowed people to really know.
Yes, and then you'll be surprised.
I know. Everything I've always known about it.
Civilization is from Africa.
Of course.
Everything is from
Of course.
Africa.
Everyone. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back into you.
Yes.
That's so beautiful, though.
Yes. Thank you.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps again.
No problem.
Okay, so after you finished college,
Yes.
then what did you do after that?
Okay, after I finished college, I came to Japan.
Why?
Because I was told about Japan. I was interested in Japan. I mean, we grew up all watching animations. And when I was in Jordan, one of our friends came to Japan for summer vacation and came back. And he's from Senegal. He was a student there. He was telling us about Japan. It's a well-organized country. It's a very clean country. People are very polite, and they respect black people. This is what attracted me most. This man said,
but you come from a country that always respects black people.
Yes, but we knew all about the information. No, even in Arab countries, sometimes you feel some people. Yeah.
Of course.
It is not violent, but sometimes you feel
because you belong to the wrong tribe.
Yes.
Certain tribes have power. Some tribes don't have power.
Yes, and even in Arab countries, in Jordan, they are white people.
That's right.
They are Arabs, but they are white.
That's right.
So they're very nice people. To be honest with you,
some can be.
Yeah,
some can
yeah,
not be.
but some children can tease you. You can feel. But this man was telling us about Japan as if it's yeah. So at the time, my uncle was working at the embassy here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
at the Senegal embassy.
Yeah. I came to visit here, and
you were 24 at that time.
No. I was 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah. I was 28 because I went to Jordan at the age of 24.
Right.
And I spent 4 years in Jordan.
4 years there. Okay. That's the only place you spent outside of Senegal.
No. While I was in Jordan, I visited Belgium just to spend the summer holidays there.
You had friends there? You had someone you knew?
And I had friends.
Okay.
But when we were students in Jordan, we used to go summer and work during the summer and come back. We used to do that.
So you went to Belgium?
Yeah, I went to Belgium.
Where else? Well, that's it.
Before I came here?
Yes, before you came here.
No, before I came here, I visited only Jordan, Belgium, Syria, Saudi Arabia.
Okay. What did you like? What did you find most interesting of those before you came here?
Jordan, yeah, and Belgium was very nice too.
Was it nice?
Yeah, I love. I love.
What did you
Belgium.
like? What?
Belgium, I found at that time it was very organized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me coming from Senegal.
Right, compared to Senegal.
Yeah, and living in Jordan for a couple of years, going to Belgium, I found it very organized, very disciplined. Yeah, and then people were nice to me.
Okay.
To be
That
honest,
makes the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference.
People were nice to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you come to Japan.
Yes.
To visit your uncle.
Yes.
Then what happened?
And then in Japan first, the first event I went to was the Senegal Independence Day.
Okay.
And I met the ambassador of Mauritania at that time. This gentleman, he was a black man, but he looks like you. Not
What
very.
year was this? What year are you talking about?
1992. His name is Mohammed Salim Lekher. He became the Minister of Foreign Affairs after going back to Mauritania.
Right.
But he is a black person.
Who's been mixed?
Yeah, but look like you.
Same kind of complexion.
Yeah. And his wife is white, French, but born in Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's raised, she knows.
Yes. And his children are mixed children and spoke only French.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted them to speak Arabic. He hired me as a teacher for his children to teach them Arabic.
Okay. And how long did that last?
A couple of months.
Okay.
And after that, he introduced every ambassador who came here to contact me to teach the children.
But how long you were on a tourist visa?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, he helped me establish.
So he employed you. He actually
Yes.
you.
He
You were
employed
working
me.
visa.
Yeah. He employed me, and then after that, I started teaching Arabic, teaching French, and met my wife.
Oh, that's how you met your wife?
Yes.
She was one of your students?
Yes, that's right.
She was with Arabic students or French
Not
students?
French.
French, okay.
She was about 22 2, I think, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by that time you were how old? 30?
I was 28 because it's the same year I arrived here.
Oh, you met her the first year?
No. I married in 1995.
No, but I said, but you met her the
I
first
met
year.
her. I met her the
first year.
Same year, yeah.
So how long did you guys date before you got married?
From 1992 to but dating is not from there because we knew each other. I used to visit her. I used to teach her. But we after that I taught her about Islam.
Okay.
She became a Muslim.
Okay.
Before we
I can see her dress, I guess.
Yeah, before we got married in 19.
Without knowing that you were going to marry her? She had an idea that she was going to marry
both of us.
Right.
Yeah, but we cannot get married without her being a Muslim.
A Muslim, right? So she said, okay, well, I'm going to take it further.
Yes, and we got married in 1995.
So how many years? So you were together for
From
3 years. 3 years.
Yes.
From 92 to 95.
Yes, and we got married in 1995 in a Senegalese way.
Okay.
I bought her traditional clothes from Senegal.
Okay.
She dressed up like Senegalese, and I dressed up like Senegalese. And we invited all our friends and then people from the embassy and all Japanese friends. And we did a Senegalese wedding.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful. Right here in Tokyo?
Yes, in Tokyo, of course.
In Tokyo.
Yeah. We rented a place.
Right.
We decorated the place the way we wanted. We invited people. We cooked Senegalese food. We served Senegalese food. We called people with drums and
did everything.
Yes.
You had all this beautiful.
Yes.
So how long was it before she went to go to Senegal to visit?
Okay. She went to Senegal the first time when our first son was born, Adam.
Okay.
When Adam was 2 months old, I sent them to Senegal.
So that was in
Adam was born in 1996. 1996, and he was born in May.
So she went there.
Yeah, and then they stayed with my family for 2 months.
And she loved it. I bet
She loved it.
She didn't want to come back here.
She loved it. Yeah, she still likes Senegal very much. Yeah.
So you've taken her back regularly then?
Yeah. I mean, after then, she went there several times. Even 2 years before, 2 years ago, I took them there. The 2 girls and my wife, and then they stayed in a beach house. And I left them there to go to Spain because I couldn't have that long vacation to work because our company is a Japanese and Spanish company. So I went to Spain to work and then came back to pick them up and then we came back to Japan.
Wow. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. So tell me, okay, so when you came to Japan, you met your wife.
Yes.
But you were working with the ambassador that whole time, or you were teaching the whole time?
No. After then, I started doing teaching and working. I worked as also painting.
You're a painter as well?
No, not artist.
Oh, you mean building?
Yes. Not artist.
Not artist. Okay, so you're a painter.
Because that job I did in Belgium when I was a student.
Okay, so you had a painter.
Yeah.
You do the moldings.
So I did that kind of job, and then while studying Japanese by myself as autodidact, we say autodidact in French. In English, it's like self-study.
Self-study, okay.
So I taught myself, and I went to the exam to get the NIQ first.
Wait, you mean reading and writing too?
Yeah, I have EQ. I have EQ.
My goodness.
Yes, and then as a
self-taught.
Yeah, self-taught. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Now at the beginning we started talking. Okay, your native language is your.
It's called Wolof.
Wolof.
It's a Senegalese
language, and then French.
Or one of the Senegalese local languages.
Right.
Because we have several.
Yeah. Several.
Yeah.
But what's your tribe?
Wolof. I am Wolof.
Wolof. Okay, so it's a tribe. So it's the language.
Yes, this is my native.
Excuse me. And then French.
French is my official language.
Official, because of the country. And
yes.
Official. And then what came after that?
Arabic. I studied Arabic since I was small. Because in our house, I told you, most of our studies is homeschooling. Learning about the Koran, learning about Arabic, learning about Arabic literature.
Okay, so after that, what's the next language?
You mentioned Wolof, French, Arabic. And English, I started studying English seriously in Jordan.
2 years in Jordan.
No, seriously. I mean.
Oh, seriously?
Take it seriously,
right?
In Jordan, because in Jordan, they speak Arabic, but when you study at university, most of the topics
are in English.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next language you speak is Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah. When I came to Japan, I bought books. First, what I did is to study how the grammar, the Japanese grammar is, but I studied in English. The book was in English to explain how the Japanese grammar is.
Structured, right?
Yeah, so I didn't know any Japanese letters. So I studied the Japanese grammar in English. And after that, I started learning hiragana and katakana. And after then, I started learning kanji. I used to take 10 letters every day, read them, write them 10 times, and study them, and study the meanings. And after I was able to read a little bit, I started reading Japanese literature and doing them the Senegalese way, because in Senegal, we read loud and we memorize. As I told you, my father memorized Quran. So I was memorizing the Japanese literature. I can give you an example. Aru haru no higure desu. To no miyako. Rakuyo no nishimon no shita ni. Bonyari sora o aoiru iru wakamono ga arimashita. Wakamono wa na wa toshishun to itte. Moto wa okane mochi no musuko deshita ga. Ima wa zaisan o tsukaisuku shite. Sono hi no kurashi ni mo komaru kurai. Awarenami bunto ni natte orimasu.
Translated.
It's very difficult.
That was very good.
Yeah. This is Japanese literature.
So you did the Senegalese way.
Yeah.
You kind of almost, you make sure it has this kind of a rhythm to it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean.
And it makes it easier to remember.
Yes.
Oh.
When you read loud, it's easier
to pull it back in.
To memorize.
To retain it, to memorize it.
Yeah. The best way of memorizing is to read loud and hearing someone reading. You don't just, it was a surprise for me when I went to Jordan, for example, people read like silent literature.
And you can silent, how can you
it
not retain it?
Yeah, you can understand when you read
right.
with attention, but if you want to memorize, you have to read loud.
Do you play any instruments?
No.
So the reason why I'm asking that, because there has to be an easier way to learn. I'm learning to play sax.
No, you're better than me.
No. I'm trying to learn to play it now, and there has to be some technique.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't play any instrument. No.
Do you want to?
Not really.
That's not your.
It's not my field.
That's good.
It's not my field.
Now let's get. So you come to Japan. You got married. You were teaching languages.
Yes.
When did that change?
Okay. It's when was it again? I think it was about 1998. Okay. At the Independence Day of Libya, because my wife was working at the embassy of Libya.
She's gotten a job there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were always invited to the.
She speaks Arabic too.
She can read Arabic. She cannot speak, but she can read very well.
Can she speak any of your native language?
She can understand some Wolof also. She doesn't speak, but she understands some. Yeah.
So how many languages does she have?
She speaks Japanese fluently, English very good, and she can understand French some. She can understand some Wolof, and she can read Arabic very well and write.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were invited to the National Day of Libya. Then a Japanese lady came there. Her name is Inagawa Motoko. You may know her. Okay. Inagawa Motoko. Okay. She has an agency for foreign talents, foreigners who appear on Japanese TV. And she approached me, said she was organizing for a TV show that will gather all the nationalities to talk about Japan and to criticize Japan.
You didn't criticize Japan?
I was not really, but I was on that show.
Okay.
But I was giving my opinion. It's not about criticizing Japan, but it's about giving your opinion honestly about Japan. Of course, some people took it to the extreme, and some people I mean, were honest to just say what they think about Japan. So that was the first time I started working on television, and after then she invited me to work in her office as a manager.
Yes. You were her manager.
Not her manager.
No, I mean, you worked for her
one of the
as a
staff.
manager.
You can say one of the staff,
Okay.
organizing castings and
yes.
you know.
How long did you do that?
Oh, I did that for more than 10 years.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
What did you like about it?
And I learned a lot from there.
What did you like? What did you learn?
Because you meet so many people from everywhere, and you end up being able to identify people by just listening to them speak either Japanese or English. So if a Russian speaks Japanese, you know he's Russian. If a French speaks Japanese, you know he's French. If someone from Senegal speaks Japanese, you know that he's from Senegal or from Ghana.
American, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you meet so many people. You start know how to profile people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And
their personalities.
Yeah,
kind of personalities.
Yeah, and then you meet a lot of friends, and then you learn a lot from people. It was a good opportunity for me.
Yeah. Okay, so 10 years there.
Then I created a company called Echoes, an agency doing the same thing.
And she, with her blessing, I bet you.
Yes, of course. Yes, we had a very good relationship, and with her blessing, that's right. We didn't have a
No. That's very good. So you still close friends with her?
Yes, but I haven't seen her for a while. But I still contact the office.
Right.
I still talk with people who work in the office.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started your own company doing the same thing.
Yeah.
How did it turn out?
The company, it was good. The company was called Echoes.
Echoes, okay.
And it was a good company. It's still functioning.
It's still your company?
No, it's not my company.
You sold it?
Yeah, but not I sold it. I created with a Japanese partner. And we started working, and then it was good. I mean, it was functioning well. One day, I don't know if you have a long time to talk about it, but one day, we received an email from Greece. It's a solar energy company. There was an exhibition in Japan, and they were looking for Japanese staff, Japanese models who can speak English. Mm-hmm. So I searched, and then they were looking for, young ladies to give the flyers. So I searched. I found some, but they were not good at English. I told them I have some models who can work, who can give flyers, but they're not good at English. They say it's fine. And then they hired them. I took these people to the event, to the exhibition. But then they realized that, they saw that everybody can communicate in English in Japan. But they realized that no, many people don't speak English. So they could not explain to the Japanese customers about their products. Mm-hmm. So they asked me, Mansour, can you help us? Can you help us? I said, yes. I worked for them for 3 days, for free, of course. Okay. I didn't charge them anything because my job was to manage this.
Right. That was the main thing.
Yeah. But the last day, the man called me, the CEO. He said, Mansour, can we have dinner together? I said, yes. We went to dinner. He said, I want to open an office here. I want you to represent us in Japan. I said, I don't know anything about solar energy. He said, I know you don't know, but you hire people who know and you manage it. That was the beginning. And then they took me to Greece for training. I went to Athens. And then,
what did you think about all this as it was coming forth? Well, because I'm just guessing.
Yes.
You'd already learned to be able to profile people.
Yes.
So you obviously liked this guy.
Yes.
And you trusted him.
No, he's a very good man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
trusted him.
See
that.
Yeah, I trusted him. So I called my friend, whom you may know. His name is Dario. Dario, he was working in Gonpachi. Dario or Sato Kenji.
Sato Kenji.
He is half Japanese, half Cuban.
Okay, no, I don't know. Maybe if I see
yes. And he's a very good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good manager. Mm-hmm. I called him to join us. And we hired a senior Japanese who has been working in the field for many years. Mm-hmm. His name is Sano. And I traveled with Sano to Greece to learn. Right. And after that, we opened an office here. And while working, approaching Japanese companies, one of the Japanese companies approached us, said, no, they don't want our product, but they are interested in us, me and Dario, to work. Yeah. And then we ended up working for them also.
Okay.
Yeah. And the company is called Koyo.
Koyo, okay.
Yeah. I worked there and then for several years. And then I got to know the company I'm working for now. It's Univergy.
Yeah.
The CEO, they have the Univergy has two CEOs, two presidents, one Japanese and one Spanish, and they're both very good people. Nice to me, and we work together. We traveled to Morocco for projects like several times, and then we got to know each other. And then in 2018, I was offered to work with them fully because we used to collaborate to give them some job to do EPC work. And then I like to work with them, so I ended up working with Univergy. Okay. That's why I'm now working at Univergy as the commercial director for Africa and Middle East.
So how long have you been working with them now?
Univergy, I joined the company, I think, end of 2018.
18, okay. So good, let me see, 3 years now.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me, so what do you see for the future? What are you going to be doing in the future from this point forward?
I think I will be staying in this field for a while because I like it.
You do?
And it's good for Africa.
Yes.
It's a very good help.
It's good for the world.
For the world, but especially for Africa. Because, for example, in USA, you have electricity everywhere. You just want a cleaner energy. But in Africa, the electrification rate, if you take the average, if you get all the countries, take the electrification rate, it's only 30%. Of course, some countries are 100%, some countries are 80%, some countries are 60%, but if you take the average, it's only 30%. And the continent is vast.
It's vast.
If you want to take the grid to everywhere, it will take many years and then it takes a lot of money. So creating solar energy off grids everywhere will help Africa to get energy. And it's clean. Yeah. Wow. That's why Africa is a very big market for us. We just created a company now in Kenya. We now have Univergy Kenya registered and we have all the certificates. And just yesterday we signed our first contract to do EPC for some tea factories. So
how many factories?
In Kenya they have 150 tea factories. Kenya is an agricultural country.
Okay.
And they produce a lot of roses. Most of the roses you see in Japan, they are from Kenya. Yeah, so it will be a good industry because in Kenya the electricity is very expensive. It's about 23 US cents per kilowatt.
So how is that compared to America or Japan? How much is it per kilowatt here?
In Japan, it's about 14 Japanese yen, which is about
13 cents.
Yeah.
So it's 23.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and for example, our company, I don't know if it's okay to talk about it, we offer them a better price without any initial investment because we cover the investment with some investment partners. We offer to them, okay, do you want to reduce your electricity bill? Yes. We offer you, we just sign a PPA or purchase agreement with you for a number of years. We install for you, your electricity bill will go down by half or more every month, and then you're paying every month, and then you don't do it.
Now, some people have seen different schemes like that.
Yes.
And that's what's made it so bad for the, for the solar energy, companies.
Yes.
Because someone comes up with a scheme.
Yes.
And it's not real.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what's happened to a lot of people. That's why there isn't so much interest in it right now.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but yours is legit.
I think ours will work in Africa, and we will start. We are already talking about several tea factories and other factories and some universities.
Now, you said tea factories.
Yeah, Kenya, they produce a lot of tea. They farm the tea, they manufacture it.
So, with using solar energy?
No, they just use any energy.
Any energy.
But when you want to run the factory, if you're running with electricity, if you put panels on the rooftop, that's what I'm doing in Kenya now.
Because a lot of tea comes from there.
Yes, they produce a lot of tea. Most of the big companies, you see the names,
That's
They get it, and then they change the name.
They change the name.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you about something a little bit different, though. You have 4 children.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me who they are, the oldest to the youngest.
Okay. My eldest son, his name is Adam.
Adam. Okay.
And actually, he went to university in USA. He, all my children went to an international school called K. I don't know if you know.
I know, yes.
K International School.
Yes.
It's an IB system school. So my eldest son and my second son, my eldest son is Adam. My second.
How old is he now?
He's now 25.
25. Okay.
And he got back from USA and he's working as a mechanical engineer now in Japan. Yes.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2 is attending ICU.
I see you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
He will graduate next year.
Okay.
Yes.
My first secretary came from ICU.
Oh, right.
Because I lived in Mitaka.
Okay.
So she went to ICU. I was a teacher at the American school.
We used to live in Mitaka.
Yeah. I lived in Kamine.
We lived in Shimorindeku.
That's where my wife lives. Shimanejuku.
Shimorindeku.
Right by the park in the zoo.
Yeah, we used to live there. Wow, what a
Isn't that
coincidence.
something?
Yeah.
Isn't that something? Well, I lived there probably way before you lived there because I left there probably in the 1980s. I left because I started 1970s because
Oh, that, yeah, I have.
I didn't leave there at the time, but I lived I lived there in the 70s and 80s.
You PhD in the 70s?
I came here in 74.
Wow. You're Japanese?
No, it's not like this. And I'm so sad for that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start learning now that you're saying that. I'm learning to be much better because I can be. My comprehension's really good.
No, because your environment.
Yes.
Everybody speaks English.
That's
around
right.
you.
Why would you learn it?
Anybody
And also retention, like you just said.
Yeah.
If I learn to sing it,
Yes.
I'll learn to retain it.
Yeah, you're right.
We're going to talk. But you're leaving next time. So tell me about the 2 girls. So you finished. Your second son.
My second son is, his name is Abdul Salam, or Salam.
Okay.
He is attending ICU.
Okay, you mentioned that.
And he was very good at basketball. Both of them. Actually, when they were small, at primary school, they won the Tokyo Cup. All the Tokyo teams gathered. The team won the cup. It used to be called Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, they used to play for Magic. And they won the cup, Tokyo Cup and Suzuki Cup twice.
Wow.
Yeah. And then actually, my second son, Salam, was scouted to join some Japanese basketball schools, but he didn't want to leave his school. That's the only reason why he is.
Why? What's he studying?
You mean now or then?
Now.
Now he's studying journalism.
What was he studying then?
He was at K International School. Yeah, as at primary school.
Right.
But he didn't want to leave his friends.
I got you.
And I didn't want to insist. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one of his friends who was good like him, and actually he was the best, but the boy who was good like him is now playing for the Japanese national team. Yes.
But I don't think he's sad about that. I don't think he's worried
I
about
think,
that.
he fine because he chose.
He chose.
Yeah.
He made the choice. Your daughters.
My daughters, I have 2 daughters.
Okay.
My elder daughter is Maria.
How old is she?
She will turn 12
Okay.
on 29 December.
Okay.
Yeah. December 29, she will turn 12. Now she's about 12.
Right.
And my second daughter is Amy.
Amy.
Actually, it's Ami.
Ami.
We write AMY.
Right.
In Senegal, that's called Ami.
Ami.
But because English,
It's
they pronounce Amy. So yeah.
She was very Amy.
Yeah. She's now 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're close.
They're close. Yeah.
Are you all 4 of them? Because there's so much space between your sons and your daughters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're still close with each other.
Very close to each other.
Oh, that's
Yeah. And then we all, they gather actually almost every week. They come over. My son who's
They
attending.
come over all the time.
Yeah, my eldest son is living with us. My
Eldest one, okay.
Yeah, he's going to work, but he's living with us.
Right.
My second son, who is attending ICU, he comes during weekends
Right.
to stay. They play with the girls.
That's a good feeling. Because there's a lot of love in that house.
Yeah, and my son is helping the girls with their math because he was very good at. He was number 1 in physics at school, at high school. Yeah,
He was.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
He loves it.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mansour, what would you like to end with? How would you like to end this podcast? Any questions?
Can you give me an advice?
Anything you'd like to say? Let me see. What you said. What's your future? What is your future? What do you plan on doing in the future?
Okay. Let me first thank you very much, Lance, for giving me this opportunity. I don't think I fit this place. I fit in this place, but
you mean the podcast?
Yes,
I mean, you fit very much so.
More educated people, more.
Oh, come on!
I mean,
that modesty is good, but still.
Yeah, but I'm very happy to see you. I always appreciate. Following you also. Mm-hmm. I think you're a great man. You're a great example for our people to be like you. I saw your family on Facebook, and that's not easy.
Thank you.
Believe me, it's not easy to be like you.
Thank you.
And then we will always try to follow the example. Yeah, I think I will end with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Your modesty and your intelligence, I can't help but admire that. And I hope that I can achieve that someday.
No,
something like that.
You're above that.
Absolutely. No.
You're above that. Yeah.
I would like to. I'd like to think that I could even get close to that.
Yeah.
If I can from this lifetime, I'd be very, very proud of myself.
Thank you. And I will add to that. You are good with everybody. I believe so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
From your profiling ability,
I can tell from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
I think people like you also. Not only African Americans or Africans, but of course Caucasians, Japanese people. I think people around you are happy to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I hear about you, because the one thing we're back and forth. We sound like Chip and Dale. That's how we sound like. After you. Anyway, I want to thank you so much. Because from here we have to eat, and then after we eat, you're going to have to go to Qatar.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I will go to Qatar and then go to Kenya.
Then Kenya.
Yes.
All for the solar panels to make this get bigger and larger.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Right. I want to thank all of you for watching this podcast. Make sure you press like, subscribe. Please subscribe, because then you get to see more people like Mansour in here. And you get to see him again, because I'm going to have him here again for sure. And never forget, it's all unknown. Continue to reach for the stars, and you're too blessed to be stressed.